Okay, so let's learn standard form. It is a convenient way of writing very large or small number, and basically we write a number in power of tens. For example, if we have 3 to the power 3 times 10 to the power 4, so 10 to the power 4 means 10 is multiplied 4 times, right? So power
Mm.
4 means we can just write 4 zeros. Okay, this is how you can remember. And 3 times this is just multiply 3 with 1, which is 3, and add 4 zeros, which is 30,000, right?
Yep.
For example, 3.27 times 10 to the power 3. 10 to the power 3 means you need to write 3 zeros, so which is 1000. If you times 0.27 with 1000, you need to move the decimal towards right. When we are multiplying, we move decimal towards right. How many places? 3, because there are 3 zeros. So 1, 2 and 3. In third one there is no digit, so you put a 0 there. That's how you got 3270. Next one, 3 divided by 10 to the power 2. 2 means there are two zeros. 10 to the power 2 means 100. 10 to the power 1 means 10. 10 to the power 4 means there should be 40, which is 10,000. Okay, that's how you can remember.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 over 100, that means you are dividing 3 by 100. So first you write numerator as it is. There are two zeros in the denominator, so after two digit, you move towards left. When you are dividing, when you are multiplying, you move decimal towards right. So after two digit you put the decimal. There is no digit here, so you put it with 0, which is called placeholder. When a number is starting with decimal, you put a 0 in front of it. So this is how you got 0.03. Okay. Now,
Okay.
yeah, for example, if you have 4.32 to divided by 10 to the power 4, 10 to the power 4 means there should be four zeros. Okay. Now, if you remove the decimal, there are two digit in numerator after decimal. So you need to add two more zeros in the denominator, right? After these four zeros, you put
Yep.
two more zero. Now, what will you write numerator as it is? You have 432 in numerator, right? Okay. So you
Yep.
write numerator as it is, but there are six zeros. So after six digit, because you are dividing, when you are dividing, you go towards this direction, left. So you move, you need to put decimal after six digit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You need to put three zeros because there are three um, digit missing. Here you put decimal. Number is starting with decimal, so you put a 0 there. So answer is 0.000432, which is a very small number, right? So these
Yes.
examples, they lead to the approach which is used for standard form. Basically, in standard form, number can be written as a times 10 to the power n, where n is any integer. Okay, and um, a
Okay.
should be this number should be between 1 and 10. Okay, this number should not be less than 1. This is what I mean. Okay, but it should be less than 10. Okay, so this is how we write in standard form. Let's understand with the help of example. We have to
Okay.
write these numbers in standard form. So if you see first one, we have um, 5720. So in standard form we write like this, right? So a means any number which
Yep.
should be less than 10. So if I put a decimal here after I mean before 7, so 1, 2, 3. Here I am putting decimal, right? And after decimal there are
Yep.
3 digits. So I can multiply it with 1000, because in 1000 there are 3 zeros. 1000 in exponent can be written as 10 to the power 3. So my answer, like if I convert it into standard form, I get 5.72, times 10 to the power 3. Okay. Similarly, if you see this one, after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I can't
af-
hear you.
after 5 digits, you put the decimal. Hello, can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so what I'm explaining is that we have to convert these number in standard form.
Yeah,
Hmm. So let's see this. So, basically, I need to write it in this form: a times 10 to the power n. A should be between 1 and 10, and n should be any integer. Okay, so if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, after 5 digit, I can put a decimal there. So this will become 4.7 times 10 to the power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 digit after decimal, I can put 5 there. Okay, that's my answer. In this one, if you see, um let me see, can you hear me? Hello?
yes, yes.
Okay, okay.
Hello.
Yeah, fine. Now if you see 7.4, 7.4 is already less than 10, right?
Yeah,
So you can just write 7.4 times 10 to the power 0, because 10, any number to the power 0 is 1, and 1 times 7.4 is just 7.4, right? If you want to convert it into standard form. Next is this, 473,000. Um, Here again, what would you do? You will put the decimal after. Before decimal there should be only one digit. Just remember like this, okay? So you need to put decimal here between 4 and 7. And after 7, after decimal, you need to check how many digits are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means you need to put 5 digit, zero, like 5 zeros there, and multiply it with this number, right? Because if we are adding decimal after that many digits, we need to make multiply it with the equivalent number, right?
yes.
Which is 10 to the power 5, because there are 5 zeros. So that's how we convert a number into its standard form. Let's see this. I think this is 6 million. So after 6 you will put a decimal, or that would be just 6.0. So there are 6 zeros. So you will times it with 1 million, which is 10 to the power 6. So you can just write 6 times 10 to the power 6, or 6.0 times 10 to the power 6, right?
Yep,
In this one, if you convert this decimal into fraction, this is 9 over 100. There are two digits after decimal, so that's why we put 100 in the denominator. So this can be written as 9 divided by 10 to the power 2, because 100 is 10 to the power 2, right? Now, if you
yep,
see, remember that if this is 10 to the power 2, if we like write it as a numerator, this will become 9 times 10 to the power negative 2, right? For example,
yep,
if we have 5 over 10 to the power 3, this can be written as 5 times 10 to the power negative 3. So if in denominator I am having a power which is positive, this if I like put it in numerator, this power will become negative. What I mean is, if this is 10 to the power m, if I can write it as 10 to the power negative m, right? In exponent rules we learned about this, right?
yep.
Okay, good. So in this one, um, this is a very small number, right? 0.000621. So to convert it into standard form, what we need to do, we need to move the decimal after one digit, like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. So always to convert a number into standard form, you need to move the decimal after a non-zero number, okay?
Okay,
So non-zero number is 6 here. So after that you need to put the decimal. And how many digit you are moving by? 4. So that means you are increasing it by 4. um, I mean, you need to, because you are increasing it, so you need to divide it by this equivalent number. You are moving by 4, so you put 4 zeros there. Why you are dividing this time? Because you are moving decimal towards right. Okay, if you move towards left, we multiply, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So we are dividing it by 10,000, which is 10 to the power 4. That's how you write it. This is 10 to the power 4, but to convert it into standard form, we write it as a multiplication. So this 4 will become negative 4 when you write it as multiplication. Okay, because 1 over 10 to the power 4 is as 10 to the power negative 4. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you notice, then when we are moving the decimal towards right, we are dividing here. Here we are dividing. But in above questions, if you notice, when we are moving decimal towards right, like here, so we divide it by that many zeros. If you notice here, we are moving decimal towards right, one like this, going towards left actually. So we are timesing it with number. But in um, this one, we divided because we moved decimal towards right. We are making number bigger. So to balance it, we divide it, right?
Yep.
Hmm. Now, how do we multiply numbers like this in standard form or divide them? Let's see this. So to multiply or divide, you should know that exponent rules. If you know that, you can do it. For example, here just multiply these numbers, the one which is without exponent. 4 times 2 is 12, right? Then if you see, they both have same base, they both have 10 and 10. Write them together. Okay, we write number together, which is 3 and 4, and these two we write together. 4 times 3, we got 12, right? Here we have same base, so we will just add the power. 6 plus 3 is 9. Okay, so now what would you do is, basically, we know that after one digit we put decimal here, right?
Yeah.
So because we always go in this direction towards, so we are putting decimal after one digit, so we need to multiply it by 10, because 10 has one zero and we are moving by one digit. So we multiply it by 10. Why we multiply it? Because we are going towards left. If we are going towards right, we are moving decimal by right, in right direction, then we divide. Now this is, again, you can see they have same base, both of them have 10. We add power because they are in multiplication. 9 plus 1, 10. So that's your answer. Okay,
Okay.
this is for multiplication, that's why we are adding power, because they are in multiplication. But for division, again you write numbers together. 6 divided by 5, which is 1.2, and then you write exponent part together. 10 to the power 7 divided by 10 to the power negative 2, write them together. Then if, because they are in division, you subtract them. So 7 minus negative 2. Okay, this is the sign of minus and this is this negative 2. So we know if there are two negative signs together, this will turn into a positive sign. So 7 plus 2 is 9. That's how you got 1.2 times 10 to the power 9. Clear?
Clear.
We don't need to do anything here because one non-zero number is there before decimal, and that's what we do. Like here, we put a decimal because only one non-zero number should be there before decimal. Um, like here 1.2. There were two non-zero number. Um, that's why. To add them, you can just convert it into, you can expand it, like 10 to the power 4 is, we need to put 4 zeros. If we multiply it by 3, we get 30,000. Similarly, here we get 200,000. If we add them, we get 230,000, which we can convert in standard form. So, to convert it into standard form, we need to put the decimal just after one non-zero number. So after 2, we will put the decimal number. I mean decimal point. So this will become 2.3, and after decimal, if you see, there are 5 digits. So that's why we put 10 to the power 5. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see how we write numbers in standard form. Let's practice some more questions. Okay? Yeah. So this is 200. So 200 can be just written as 2 times 100, which is 2 times 10 to the power 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you try this 8,000? How would you write 8,000 in standard form? Like 200 is 2 to the power 2 times 10 to the power 2. What about 8,000?
Um. Um. 10, 8 times 10 to the power of 3.
Very good. Absolutely correct. And this one,
Um. Um. hmm, um. 10 times to the power of 6 times 9.
9 times 10 to the
Um.
power 6, right? Because there are
Yep.
6 zeros. Okay, good. Great. If you see this, you need to put the decimal here because there are two non-zero number. So 1, 2, 3, 4. After 4 digit, you are putting decimal. So you write 6.2 times 10 to the power 4. Okay.
Okay.
In this one again, you put the decimal here. So you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 digits after decimal. So you write 8.4 times 10 to the power 5. Okay.
Okay.
In this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you will write 1.2 times 10 to the power 10 because after 10 digits you have decimal, right?
Yeah.
Here, if you put decimal here, you need to count all these numbers after decimal: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is 6.18 times 10 to the power 10. Okay. Again,
Yeah.
this one, yeah, you will write 3.24 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 digits, so you will write 3.24 times 10 to the power 6. Is this clear? That's how we convert it into standard form. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, so these were bigger numbers, all these were, right? But so for bigger numbers, we write it into basically in all of these questions we multiplied it by 10 to the power 6, 5, 10, and power is positive, right? 6, 5, 10, all these powers are positive. Now let's see what we do for smaller numbers. For example, here all these numbers are really small, right? They all are less than 0, right? Very, very mm, I mean really small, right?
Yeah.
So to convert it into standard form, let's see what is the difference when we are converting a bigger number and smaller. So we know that to convert a number into standard form, there should be a non-zero number, and after that we should put the decimal. Like if you have 32, you need to convert it into 3.2, right? If you have 962, you need to convert it into 9.62. So only one non-zero number should be there before decimal, right?
Yep.
But there is 0. So you need to move decimal and move it after a non-zero number. So in this one, if you see, you will move it 1, 2, 3, 4. So you are moving it by 4, but you are going towards right, right, in right direction. So this will become you basically this will become 10 to the power negative 4. Why? Because you are dividing 4 with 4 zeros. So this will become 4 times 10 to the power negative 4. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because if we have this 1 over 10 to the power 4, this will become 10 to the power negative 4 if you like put it in the numerator. This one, this will become 1.42. You will move the decimal here, right? Because you are moving it just by one digit, so you will get 10 to the power negative 1. Okay, when you are
Yep.
moving the decimal towards right, okay, the power will become negative. Basically, with the same like with, if we are moving two steps, you will get 10 to the power negative 2. Okay,
Yep.
like here 1 2 3, you need to move it 3 digits, so this will become 1.99 times 10 to the power negative 3. Here 1 2 3 4 5 6, you are moving 6 steps, you get 9.7 times 10 to the power negative 6. Clear?
Clear.
Yeah. In this one, you will move 1, 2, 3. So you get 8 times 10 to the power negative 3. Here 1, 2, 3. 3 steps towards right. So you write 3.2 non-zero numbers, and then you move 3 steps. So you get 10 to the power negative 3. In this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here you need to put decimal. 6.2 times 10 to the power negative 8. Okay, in this one you need to put
Okay.
decimal here, so you get 2.1 times 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. So you get 10 to the power negative 13. So basically, when you have smaller number, you need to move the decimal towards right. And when you move towards right, the number of steps you are moving decimal, that you need to put in negative. But when you have bigger numbers, you move decimal towards left and you put a positive value in exponent, right?